whilst you were decorating your level with meshes, you might have spotted that in the library, in the meshes tab, there's an animated tag, which filters all of the meshes to show only those meshes which have got some inbuilt animations. I can play those animations in my game. Usually I would need to write a line of code, but it's actually possible also in basic mode to do this using some of the community packages. For example, in the last tutorial where I looked at community packages, I installed the Simple Animation package. This package here. Now, if I want to, I can make this speaker play its default animation, the active animation, on that speaker. I could do this by either using my drone or my player and looking at the speaker so that it's got that yellow outline around it, interacting with it by pressing E on the keyboard. Now, if I scroll to the bottom, click Add to Entity, I can add using this bit and script. And then in here, you'll see all of the scripts that this game already has. And quite a few of them are to do with the game logic for the game that I selected when I chose the blueprint. So for me, I chose the collection game. So a lot of these scripts are to do with the collection game mechanics behind the scenes. There's also any scripts that have come down with packages. So the Simple Animation package has a Simple Animation script, which I can see here. So if I select that script, that then adds it as a component of this mesh, which means that this mesh now also has this functionality. Now I'm going to leave this as default because with the speaker mesh, it has two possible states in terms of its animation. It has active and deactive. I'm going to leave it to play on start, and I'm going to leave it as a looping animation because it is. And what that means is that this speaker will now play an animation when I preview the game. I can test out what this functionality is adding by clicking the checkbox for simulate. We can see that it's now started animating, and it's just doing this in the editor at the moment. So if I uncheck simulate, then close the entity editor, and then preview the game with F5. Let's go and take a look at that speaker. So if I walk over here, I can see that that speaker is playing the animation. It's worth bearing in mind that when you simulate an entity, you won't be able to move or rotate or scale that entity while it's simulating. And this is because the functionality that goes with it will inhibit that from happening. That's how to animate some meshes in your game.